What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. Shout out to everybody. We here. DS1 Ross. Hope everybody had a good, prosperous day. Thanks for everybody starting to come into the room and tune in to tonight's show here on Sheep Stays Sleep TV, Sheep Stays Sleep Live. You know, don't forget as y'all come in, hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. But shout out to y'all, man. Tonight, hopefully I could get my brother Rob on. You know, sorry for the delay. I know I was supposed to go live last night, but things happen, get tied up and stuff like that. So I had a long day yesterday, so I really don't like to do live streams when I'm tired and I just want to relax. So, I just decided to fall back. So hopefully my brother could come on tonight. I sent him the link. I'll send him the link again later on. But shout out to y'all, man. And tonight's show, as y'all can see, the exorcism of the black bum. And this is not to be derogatory to any of my people. I want to let y'all know that off the rip. What I'm talking about is a mentality, a bum mentality that we have toward each other and about each other. And we need swagger therapy, man. My brother Rob coined that term. I thought it was ill. So, I definitely had to I definitely had to put that in the title for sure. Because we need swagger therapy. As a collective, we need swagger therapy. We got to get back to those times where we was flying, we felt fly. And I'm not talking about, not just physically, because black people, we the poorest group of people, but we the flyest too. So it's not about material stuff. I'm meaning as far as winning in the world, as far as doing things and accomplishing things and being noticed for it, you know? So tonight's show is going to be about us getting rid of this mentality of fuck each other. We don't need each other. I could do all this shit by myself, even though I don't got shit mentality. Because that's the mentality that's keeping us in a bum state. And when I say in a bum state, I mean economically and mentally. Because I was once told a bum or a broke person is not a person with money. It's a person that don't have no dreams and no ambition and aspirations in life. And I see a lot of our people are like that nowadays. We're very low on morale. You know, we're not we're not really we're not living for nothing anymore. A lot of us, and that's why a lot of us are dying too. It's not that we're just dying at the hands of the system, it's that we letting the system kill us at the same time too. Cause we know and understand that this shit is a trap. We understand, what we're up against. But why do we keep falling for it? It's because a lot of us is giving up. A lot of us is just saying, man, fuck it. Because it's hard. It's hard for us to get up and do it every day, man. You know? That's why a lot of black people die right after retirement. Because it's like you working all these years to build something, and then once you quit working and what you tried to build is established, you don't get to see it through. You don't get to see what happens. You don't get to see who took it and built upon it, you know? So we got to get back to that royal state of mind when it comes to each other, because we not going to do business with each other if the love for each other and the respect for each other and the patience that we have with each other is not there. None of the shit that, we dream about having as a people, it will never come to fruition if we don't decide that it's our responsibility, our life's responsibility, to make sure we live a certain way, that we conduct ourselves a certain way. We got to get rid of that fuck it mentality. Too much black people got the fuck it mentality. And this is why we're in the state that we're in. We have to get out of this mentality if we want to see some change. Cause see, we gotta understand, I'm not right now, I'm not speaking for just me. I'm speaking for the next generations. Because these things that we sitting around talking about and trying to build upon, we might not live to see this shit through. You see? So this is why we have to get out of certain mindsets, because it's only going to keep reproducing and reproducing. And then our children is not going to have shit to deal with. They're not going to have nothing to build upon. They're going to be starting over like we started over, like our parents started over, like our grandparents started over, and like our great grandparents started over. You see? We got to get out of that. We have to start making shit count. Check out the first show me and brother Rob did, Family Economics. Check that out. Where he came up with a perfect plan. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but it's very easy to do and it's simple. And it's something that black people could implement, where we can make every dollar be accounted. It's too much frivolous spending. And that's because of our sporadic thoughts. We're not focusing in on what we want to do. Our vision is blurred. And when I say our vision, I'm talking about our mind's eye. That's blurred. And it's because we living in a world where things are constantly being thrown at us subliminally. All these, why you think they got billboards and ads everywhere? That fucks with your subliminal mind. That plays on your perception. So it's hard for us to stay focused. This is why we gotta start, you know, exercising certain motherfuckers out our lives too. And this is why tonight's show is called The Exorcism of the Black Bum. We have to get rid of bums out of our lives, bums out of our minds. We got to get rid of these people, because these people are toxic. We have to. And it's not nothing personal. It's just something that we have to do if we want to see change. It's important. It's not a joke. It's something that we have to take serious. You see? And a lot of us don't take this type of shit serious because we want to be bums, man. You know, we want to be bums. It's fucked up, but we do, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Peace to everybody that came through. Shout out to y'all, man. But we really have to get back to that royalty. We have to get back to that. Black men and black women. This is a concerted effort that both sides have to take part in. It's no more one doing more than the other. It's no more that. And see, it starts with being real with one another and meeting each other where we're at. And stop having such high expectations and just deal with people based on who they are. Because see, that's what creates a lot of bums too in our community, because of the fronting. It's too much fronting and flogging and perpetrating, man. Those are the bums in our community. The ones that's fronting like they getting all the money. The ones that's fronting like they successful. The ones that's fronting like they're about something. You know? We gotta get rid of those types of people. And when I say that, we just can't deal with them because they're gonna exist. They're always gonna exist. They just can't exist. They just don't have to exist in our cipher. They don't have to exist in our cipher. They really don't. And like I said, it's for the betterment of us. Not only for the individual personally, but for the collective. Every other group have their lower class people. But we don't have lower class black people because we are the fucking lower class. We are the lowest class. There should be echelons in the class of black people too. There's echelons in the white class, in the Indian class. There's no echelons in our class. We're all considered bums as a collective. Add your athletes, add your musicians, all of that shit. We're still bums compared to every other community. This is an economic fact. Our money only circulates in our community for 6 fucking hours before it leaves our community. And that's including everybody. That's not just including, you know, the regular Joe, 9 to 5. We talking about athletes, everybody. 6 hours. That's a problem. That's because we're not making a concerted effort to say, fuck that jury. We're not making a concerted effort. And that's why a lot of us are fly bum ass people. Fly bums, man. He got on a $900 shirt on the train, on a dirty ass C train, but he got on a $900 shirt. That's a bum. That's a bum because he thinks he's better than everybody on the train because he got on a $900 shirt. But if you can pay $900 for a shirt, why the fuck are you on a train? See, he not thinking like that because that's the mentality of a bum. And we have to stop thinking like that, black people. I'm the flyest nigga on this train. Motherfucker, you on a train where homeless people live at. Fool. But we don't think like that. And the average person will be like, yeah, he do got on some Gucci's. That's how you know that's a bum. when they agree with that stupid shit. We have to level up, man. And our mentality. Come on, man. We have to exercise this bum mentality out of us, thinking that this bum shit is important. It's not important. It's not. Ladies running around shaking your ass in the club, that's not important anymore. Okay? There's not a lot of ballers out here no more. These niggas is fake. They're bums. Get your ass out the club. Take your ass to the library and meet somebody of quality. Because all you gonna meet in the club now is a black bum. A nigga with a fake Rolex. Or he got a real Rolex, but he sleep on a futon. He taking your ass to the telly because he live with his aunt. He don't got his own crib. But he got a $10,000 watch on. Bum. Come on. Black men, same for you. Get the fuck out the strip club. Ain't nothing there for you. But thirsty ass women that's trying to take all your money. Because they in there trying to pay their bills, nigga. Go find a woman of substance. Leave that shit alone, man. That's keeping us in a fucked up state. You know, shout out to the people who created the Black Book Challenge. That's going on Instagram right now. If y'all don't know about it, go check it out. It's a Black Book Challenge. You see how dudes had the money phone challenge? They got a challenge where you hold up all the black books that you got to your ear. I think Lord Jamal started that. I'm not sure. But shout out to that, man. Because that's a tactic of getting rid of that bum mentality of worshiping, idolizing material and money. When the highest thing you can have is your intellectual property. Isn't that what they call your lyrics in the music business? Your masters is your intellectual property. What is that? Isn't that your fucking thoughts? Isn't that your thoughts? So what's more important, money or your intellectual property? Because that's what these record labels own. They own you niggas' intellectual property. That's why they can turn your ass to a homeless bum in 10 minutes if they want to. So if you don't do what they say, they turn your ass to a bum because they own what? Your intellectual property. You traded in your intellectual property for money. Why? Because you're a bum. You're a bum. You see that, black man? When you want to run your ass to the music business, thinking that's going to save your fucking life, and you don't know what you're doing. You see? You are exchanging your thoughts for money. Now they control your thoughts when they control your masters. See? And this is how they can make you go do gay photo shoots and go to gay day parties, and you got to do all this shit. This is your obligation now because they own you. You're a slave. What they say, take the head, the body go. They own your intellectual property. They already own your thoughts. So you're going to do whatever they tell you to do. So y'all got to understand what we up against and why we have to stop portraying ourselves a certain way in society. I know it may be hard, but you know what we might have to do? We might have to fall back for some years and just go into a regeneration stage where we just chilling, building quietly. All this glittery, fake bum shit is not getting us nowhere. And guess what? People are starting to see through this shit. You seeing niggas Rolex's faces falling off on TV? Niggas doing diamond test challenges now, showing people they wearing fake jewelry. Like, I mean, come on, man. Come on. You already know half of these new rappers wearing fake clothes. I mean, come on, man. Like, when is this bum shit gonna stop? And see, I'm from up north, so they try to make you feel like you a bum because you don't wear none of that Louis and all that shit. They try to make you feel like a bum when they're the real bum. Not many times I be around dudes, they got all that fly shit on. Yo, you could swipe me to get on the train? Dude, it costs $3 to get on the train. You got on a fucking Louis Vuitton vest. You don't got $3, my nigga? You know what I do? I laugh at dudes like that. And I swipe them too. I swipe them too. Cause I ain't hating cause you got a Louis vest on, but you still a bum. So I help bums. You know what I'm saying? I help bums. I help them out. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of that type of shit. You can't even get the fuck home. What's wrong with you? If you can't get home, why you come outside? Because you was raised to be a little bum? To think that the way you look is so important? Because most dudes and most women only use their physical attraction to magnetize a mate. Because once you get past the looks, there's nothing else there. They're just a bum. So this is why they must make you hone in on their looks. But once you start peeling that shit off, you're dealing with a little bum. No aspirations, nothing. They just want to look like they lit. That's a bum mentality. And then they teach their children that. And destroy these children. Then these mothers and fathers wonder why these children grow up and hate them. Because you're the reason why they're like that. You just don't want to admit it. You made that little nigga a bum. You made that little girl promiscuous. You did that. You did it, the parent. Because you was teaching that bum shit. Oh, I know all the girls gonna like my son. He got all the Jordans, but he can't read. You see that? Everybody, the world was shocked when we found out Floyd Mayweather couldn't read. But he Money Mayweather. Motherfucker can't read, but he Money Mayweather. But he can't read though. You a bum. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. What you eat don't make me shit. I don't care how much money he got. He can't read his kids a bedtime story. I can. So who would make a bigger impact? Somebody who could just give you a couple dollars, who could get their children a couple dollars, or somebody who could teach their kids something. See, Like in the Bible, they say, I'm going to teach you how to fish. So you could go catch your own fish. I'm not just going to give you fish. See, a bum nigga could just give you shit. He can't teach you how to go get nothing for yourself. So you'll always be dependent on this bum ass nigga to come around when he ready. But see, a real dude gonna show you certain things. You see? A real dude gonna let you know that you can depend on him. And real women would know. So we gotta understand when I say the exorcism of the black bum, what I'm actually talking about. I'm not calling my people bums or none of that. I'm talking about this mentality that's destroying us. This bum mentality is why we're the biggest consumers of fast food, of name brand clothes, that's throwaways from these factories. Why you think they create all these outlet malls? Because these ain't nothing but damaged clothes from Nike that they send to the Nike store. Them little Nike t-shirts you getting for $4 when they on sale. That shit is trash. But they know we love that shit, so they sell it to us. And I'm not sitting here talking like I don't buy that shit, because I do. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I don't buy that shit. I don't shop there, because I do. I damn sure do. Because where's the other alternatives? You see? Where's all of these other alternatives? So I know that's something that we have to work on. But we will see more alternatives if we get rid of this bum mentality of saying, I'm not going in that black store because he don't sell Ralph Lauren. See, that's that bum shit. I'm not wearing no polo shirt that don't say polo. That's that bum shit. See that? One of the last shows I did, y'all could go check that out. It was about something about European fashion. It's in the title. Y'all can look it up. I told y'all about a black brother who has a designer shoe line, Android Home. His shoes is designed in the same factories as Louis and Versace and all of that. But it's just not Louis or Versace. His shoes is sold in Saks Fifth Avenue. A black brother from California. Android Home. Home is spelled H-O-M-M-E. Android Home, to be exact. Why isn't black people buying his motherfucking shoes off the shelf? Oh, because it don't say Christian Louboutin. Oh, his shoes ain't red at the bottom. But his shoes get made in the same motherfucking factory. That's that bum shit. See that? Same quality shoe as the shit you spending $3,000 on. You could go to the black man and give him $600. Could you do that, black people? Could you give him at least a percentage of what you would pay for some goddamn Gucci slippers? They charging you $600 for slippers, and niggas is buying it. Could you go to that black man and spend $600 for some quality shoes? Or would you feel like that's too much to give a black man for his product? He doesn't deserve that. Why should we give LeVar Ball $500 for his sneaker? Because it's his, motherfucker. That's why. Oh, you would buy it if Nike made it 500 though, because niggas buy phone posits all the time. So if LeVar Ball was sponsored by Nike, you would buy the LeVar Balls, even if they was $500. But Nike gotta make them $500. For niggas to say, oh, them shits is tough. But when LeVar Ball put it at his price, it's too much. We gotta get out that mentality. We gotta get out that mentality, y'all. We have to. Because then that actually means, that actually proves the cliche, right? That the European man ice is colder. The Chinese man fruit is fresher. You see what I'm saying? We have to get out this mentality. Why do we value other people's culture more than our own? Why do we respect other people's business, but we don't respect our own? Because of this bum mentality that we have about one another. This is why we constantly degrade each other. Because I want to look better than you, nigga. Even though we're both bums, I'm a better bum. This is what we're arguing about. Who's the best bum? Because as a collective, we're all bums, nigga. Even LeBron James, as a collective, and him being part of the entire black collective, we're the lowest of the low. Period. So it don't matter how much he has. It don't matter how much our athletes and entertainers got. We still at the bottom. Because we don't move as a collective. Because we want to be the best bum. And this is why we have high-level bums. This all our athletes are. Because they're owned by these owners. They don't own themselves. A lot of them don't. This is why after they retire from these corporations, what do they become? Bums. Bums. See? So shout out to y'all, man. I'm going to send Brother Rob the link again. You know, see if he could come on. Bro probably busy tonight. You know. And I'm gonna throw the link in the chat in a minute. See if anybody wanna come through. But shout out to y'all, man. Let me see who in the chat. T Duck, Jalen. Who else in the chat? Shout out to Water Sniper. Shout out to Zeus. Shout out to my brother Megalodon. JB back. Who else in the building? Oh, what up, OG D Red? What it do? Indigo Child. Peace. Never saw you in here. Peace.
Hello.
Oh, what's
Hello.
up, bro?
What up? What up?
What's good, bro? I hope I ain't disrupt nothing or nothing, man.
Oh no, no. I had just sat there and ate, man. You know how you get that little itis and shit. Yeah. So I'm up, G. I'm up. Let me damn. I just gotta grab my keys real quick.
All right, bro. Just Mute yourself, and when you get yourself together, bro, you know you could come through.
Okay, okay. You not on yet, is you?
Yeah. We live, bro.
Oh, damn.
We live, bro. It's cool though. It's
Okay.
cool. I was already building, bro. I just had sent you the link again, you know, and I was just like, you know, if you wasn't gonna come through, I would just spit a little more and then just end the show. You know what I'm saying? It would have been all good, but I see you had came through, so you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
salute.
Yeah, all good, brother. I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta go get on my laptop.
Got you.
All right.
Shout out to Mrs. Boss. Yo, I see y'all on the blocking party tonight, man. Trolls is on deck. Oh, shout out to my brother Black Worlds.
All right.
Shout out to the bro. True Light. Shout out to True Light. What about Cynthia G's rhetoric, True Light? If you still in the chat, what about Cynthia G's rhetoric? Black Beauty. What's up, Black Beauty? What's going on? Living Soul. What's going on, sister? Shout out. Shout out. Thanks for coming through. But yeah, man, we wait till my brother Rob get himself together and he could chime in and we could keep the show going, but we definitely we need this swagger therapy, man. We need this exorcism. You know, it may sound a little creepy and may sound a little creepy and shit like that to some people, because you using the word exorcism, but exorcism is nothing but another word for purging. We gotta purge this bum mentality out of us, man. I don't raise my sons to be materialistic. You know, I just make sure they look nice and neat, man. You know, and my oldest son, like, I be wanting him to look like me. Like, I be really wanting him to look cool, and he still be wanting to look young. He only about to be 12, but he still be wanting to be on his superhero, his gamer shit. He don't care about, polo, and he don't care about that fly shit. He don't care about Jordans. He don't like phone posits. He don't like a lot of shit. Like, but I like that about him because then I know when he get older, hopefully he don't become materialistic as he get older, but I know he will be able to take his money and do something correct with it. You know, he will have different types of spending habits. He wouldn't spend his money on bullshit. Too much of our children, we give our children money to fund bullshit. It's cool to be a kid. I'm not saying, you know, make your kid rush to grow up and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that you can't train them to be wasteful and to be bullshitters. You know, that's just what I'm saying. And I see that, if he stay on the same path that he on now, he not gonna be like that. You know. Now I said phone posits. I said phone posits, Water. The sneakers, the Nike sneakers, them shits that's $250. That all the dudes buy when they don't buy Jordans. They buy the phone posits. But yeah, we have to get out of that mentality of thinking that being materialistic and wasteful is some form of success, because it's only going to lead to turmoil. Look at, like I said, look at a lot of our athletes and entertainers. Once their time passed and they became irrelevant, a lot of them turned into bums. And that's because of the bum mentality that they had when they were rich. So shout out to my brother Rob, man. You ready, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready. But my fault. I'm getting some feedback on my end. Man, I can. Is it possible for me to hang up and then get back on my laptop?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
this battery just be tripping on this phone. I don't want to take no chance. That's all.
All right, it's cool. Just let me know if you need me to send a link again.
Yeah, I see it. I see the link on the side of my Gmail. So I'm about to hang up and try to tap in on it and call back in on it.
All right, cool.
Uh,
All right.
mhm.
But yeah, family, we can't start, we can't start building and constructing that mindset for our children. It's cool to have fun. It's cool to spend money and all of that, but we have to be accountable. Tomorrow's another day. My grandfather used to tell me, I don't care if you go in the house with 50 cents, long as you save something from that day. This is what he used to tell me. I don't care if you go outside with $2 a day. You better not come in the house with no money. If you come in the house with no money, you're not doing the right thing. You know? I'm sending it again right now, bro. So we have to start, implementing these same practices, man. I know, you know, we may think those are old things, but if it's not broke, why did we fix it? Why did we upgrade certain practices when we didn't need to? Those little things could go a long way now, just with our children. Because think about it, shit is expensive now. You know, thank God, like I said, my oldest son, he's not really a spendthrift like that. He's 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 um he's very strategic on what he do with his money. So when we go to GameStop, he not gonna just go and buy a $50 game with his money. If he got 50, $60, he gonna go right to the used games and get him a few games. You know what I'm saying? He I guess he knows that it's foolish for me to do that. And see, what he do is, I know he's strategic, because what he'll do is he'll take his money, buy the little games all during the year, and then he'll ask for the $60 and $70 games for Christmas, or for the $60 and $70 games for his birthday. So he understands, you know. Now my little son, he younger, so he just think we could just buy shit whenever. But we have to start teaching our children from young, because other cultures do the same thing. They do the same thing. They teach their kids about banking 10 years old. Why aren't we doing that? When we get old, our children should be able to take care of us. And I'm not saying take care of us with their money. We should have money that if we can't access, they can access for us. They should have some type of equity in something that's given to them, that's passed down to them. They should never have to, our children should never have to start over when we die. Why are generations of our children having to start over? Why? We need to ask ourselves that. Why? Why we have to keep starting over and over and over? Why? Because we leaving it, we pissing it all away. You know, like they say in the basketball world, we leaving it all on the court. We gotta stop doing
All
that
right.
shit, family. We really do. So shout out to my brother Rob. What's up, bro?
Peace, man. Peace, good brother, man. My fault, man. I'm gonna get all kind of technical difficulties over here. I don't know how I missed the start of the show, Joe. My fault on that, bro. I don't know how I did that, bro. Man, but anyway, bro. Um, 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 Swagger therapy. This, you know what I'm saying? This is how it came to be, right? You know what I'm saying? And like why we call it swagger therapy, right? So a friend of mine, the man lost his girl, right? His girl, he did some things he wasn't supposed to do, lost his girl, and lost all his swag, G. You know what I'm saying? Got the dressing like a little simp and talking like a little simp and you know what I'm saying, and all of that, man. So me and my guys got together one weekend and took the man out, you know what I'm saying, for some swagger therapy. That's what it was. That's what it was. And you know what I'm saying? We made sure the man had some nice kicks. We took him to took him out to eat, you know what I'm saying? Took him out to the lounge, put him around a couple of chicks to make sure that he ain't forgot how to shoot his shot. You know what I'm saying? And so kept building on the thought, and then we just started using the term and just, amongst ourselves, like, man, bro, you need some swagger therapy as a joke. But then come to find out, right? Man, cats really do need that swagger therapy, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't really understand what it means to be a man, bro. You know what I'm saying? To be able to stand on your 1-2, you ain't gotta fake no funks, pull no jacks, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And people just respect you for who you are. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? That's how the term came to be. You know what I'm saying? So man, love on you wanting to share with the fam and everything. And man, my fault, I missed the show. I probably talking out of turn here. But man, in truth, man, a lot of the brothers out here, fam, man, Joe, they got the game. It's all messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? All messed up. So I like to pick up from where you left off at. I feel like I'm off base, but I mean that's how it came to be. That's the origin of swag therapy. You know what I'm saying? That's how it came to be.
Nah, you good, bro. You definitely could keep building on that because that just brings another aspect to it, you know? So you definitely could keep building on that, you know?
Yeah, well, see, you know, in college, you know what I'm saying? In college, what we noticed, right? And I went to Edwardsville. Shout out to my fam down there that all went to Edwardsville with me at the time I was down there. All my fam down there in East Saint and St. Louis or what have you. But what we noticed on the campus that a lot of cats was up there, fronting like they somebody really from the hood all the time. I go to school with people who know you, fam. And then when they got to telling us, like, nah, that nigga don't be on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he ain't never did this. Nah, he ain't never did that. You know what I'm saying? All just to try to impress some people that we don't even really know. We just met. You know what I'm saying? And it just got me to thinking about how weak minded some people are. They'll try to embody, vicariously live through somebody else, you know what I'm saying, trying to represent themselves as, this and that, not understanding that is huge drawbacks to being that dude. You know what I'm saying? It's huge drawback. Everybody want to be that dude, but then when you that dude, people don't understand everything is under scrutiny. every word you say, every move you make. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, man. Uh, a lot of times brothers just need to sit back and really be themselves. When you yourself, fam, man, and you do it to death, Joe, can't nobody do it better than you. You know what I'm saying? And the only way is up. You know what I'm saying? But trying to be somebody else, man, it just go into a degree of self-hatred, a degree of insecurity. And this is just my opinion. Ain't nothing worse than an insecure ass man, fam. Oh man. Ain't nothing worse than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm kicking it with you. You know, you ain't comfortable in your own skin. I'm cracking jokes, and then you want to start, acting like you want to do something or you want to talk crazy. This is where things can get real left super quick. You feel me? You feel me? Well, I don't know. I mean, I know us from Chicago, we a little silly upside the head, but shit goes south real quick, Joe, if you get to talking reckless. You know what I mean? So that's why the cats from Chicago, if they tell you like, man, they ready to fight, you probably should believe them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how quick shit go up. So like, that's why I can't really relate to, a lot of the shit that be going on YouTube. Because I'm like, nigga, a motherfucker come to your crib and catch your ass lacking tonight, nigga. Like, fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, a lot of cats need swagger therapy just to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not even understanding. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people just so messed up in the mind, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, spiritually, socially, you know what I'm saying? That you could put yourself and a lot of people in danger, you know what I'm saying? Just not having the right swag, you know? You know? But
That's big. That's
yeah,
big, bro. Cause
yeah.
you're right. You know, that fucked up swagger that causes a lot of issues in the hood. You right.
Oh,
You
oh
right.
man. Man, it's a situation right now that I gotta diffuse. You know what I'm saying, one of the shouties at my school. And here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? And I tell them all of the time, like, I ain't trying again, man, I ain't trying to for people who listening that know me, you know what I'm saying, know where I'm from, Joe. I'm from 079, you know what I'm saying, just west of Killawood, you know what I'm saying? And you know, going around talking reckless, fam, and you can't throw your hands and you ain't got nobody to really back you up, you know what I'm saying? You just really, you know what I'm saying, having an out of body experience where a motherfucker could really help you get back in your body. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Like you can't go around. It's like if you go in the lion's den, right? If you go in the lion's den, you can't go up in that motherfucker tiptoeing and hoping you don't see the lion. You can't do that, bro. You gotta have the lion swag when you go in the lion's den. You gotta go in there, motherfucker, looking for him with your spear in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck you at? You know what I'm saying? That's just to make sure that your dumb ass get back out alive. You know what I'm saying? So for
Right.
a lot of people who don't really believe like Chicago against the city and cats around my age when you really had to fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, fam, like we fought pretty much every other day, if not every other day, nigga, every 3 days, nigga. We was fighting. Cause you can't, we all lived around each other, you know what I mean? Like, man, bro, motherfucker know my mama first and last name, you know what I mean? We all went to grammar school together. Niggas know your schedule, nigga. What time you get home from church, you feel me? Oh, you play baseball, nigga? I'll play baseball when we was shouty. Y'all have a away game. And go to the wrong park. And you from 079 like me, Joe. Hey, for real, fam. Hey, coach, keep the car running. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And so when you a young nigga and you have to grow up under those circumstances, it help you develop that humble swag. Cause you understand how quickly shit could go south for you, my nigga. You understand how fragile life is. You feel me? How fragile that
Mm,
shit is. when you a nigga that grew up on the south side, west side, you know what I'm saying, east side of Chicago, no disrespect to the North Pole, you know what I'm saying? I mean, north side niggas, they just wasn't fighting like how we was doing that. Look, bro, motherfucking Google search that shit right now. You go on Google, type in 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. Yeah. Look at them numbers, fam. Hey, it wasn't no outrage. Wasn't no everybody, state of the black male conference and that shit didn't exist. Motherfucker didn't care. You see what I mean? But wasn't no little babies getting shot though. This is what was happening, right? A motherfucker come to your crib, knock on your door, ask your mama, is you there? And come up in that bitch. You feel me? That's what was going. That's what was going on. Yeah, catch your ass lacking somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So swagger therapy, that's one side. I mean, it ain't all about gang banging and blah blah blah. Another thing with your swag, right? And this is why niggas be so insecure, right? You know good and well you bought her that purse she wanted. You got her hair done, her nails done. You bought them fucking them $300 shoes. I can't even pronounce this gay Italian man name. You know what I'm saying? You done went to the club, you done bought her all kind of drinks she want, but she eyeballing another nigga. Right? Right? See, all that false swag, you done sat there and invested in this girl, and she looking at somebody with some natural swag. Yeah, and then you go get mad. You can't get mad. You can't get mad, bro. Yo, swag, you just need a little more therapy, brother. You know? Right. Yeah, come on down, holla at your boy Rob, man. I got you, man. Hit me on the back chat, nigga. I'll tell you what you need to do, nigga. you know, but it gotta start. It gotta start with some self-confidence. That's what it gotta start with, bro. It gotta start with self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? And then you transmit that to that young lady, and she respects you off of the strength of you being you. Not how many Michael Kors bags you can buy. Not how often you can get her nails done and shit. You know what I mean? How often you can go down to some rich Italian dude restaurant and pay him $300 and all of that. Yeah, bring me the bottle. Yo, dumbass. Yo, dumbass. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no swag, fam. On the real, you don't have none. That's why she looking at other niggas in the club. And then now you want to go outside and go in the trunk. Do you see? You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas need that swagger therapy. For real. For real. And that go for the young ladies as well. That go for the young ladies as well. Oh man, this is no disrespect if it's not you. You know what I'm saying? But if it is you, if it's hitting you where, you might feel a little uncomfortable. I apologize. Not really, you know what I'm saying? Right? But you meet a guy for the first time and you give him the most precious thing that the creator gave you off the strength of you meeting them, you know, right? That don't mean that you own them. That don't mean that you own them, baby girl. That's not what that mean. That mean that he got some cookies. You see what I'm saying? That's what that mean. He got some cookies. You know, you gave them to him. You know what I'm saying? And now, because he interested in other, flavors of cookies and everything, you gotta turn your swagger. You gotta have more to offer than what the creator gave you, your most precious gift. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spend too much time talking about the ladies because, of course, obviously, it would be disrespectful for me to try to judge our young ladies with sweeping generalizations. Some of them got real hurt in their background. Um, um, the numbers are out there. They're shocking. A bunch of our young ladies have been touched before the age of 16. And sometimes this aids in them might in them making untimely decisions with their body that they mind is not prepared to handle, you know. Which brings me to my next point, and I don't want to be super long-winded, right? But our emotional maturity, you know. Oh man, D, we gonna probably ruffle some feathers with this one, you know. You sure, bro? Maybe I should, man. Maybe I shouldn't go on
Man,
that.
man, ruffle them feathers, man.
All right, fuck it then. Fuck it then. You know, and again, you know what I'm saying? All it is truth. This is not my opinion. You know, these is just facts. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? But your emotional maturity, right? You know how I was talking about how people not having the proper swag can put you in a dangerous situation. Your emotional maturity can do that as well, right? I'm gonna tell you a quick story, right? So we had a motherfucker, you know, he was talking jazzy to your boy. I'm out with my girl and everything. And I'm doing my best to ignore the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my best, G. And I'm like, man, Joe, is it possible, brother? Is it possible that maybe your ass can stay with your girl? You know what I'm saying? We over here having dinner, man, and damn, G, you just keep fucking looking over here, man. I know she pretty, but goddamn, man, could you just keep your eyes over there? Is it possible, good brother? You know, talking just like this, and I'm whispering so that nobody else hear. His girl don't hear, and I'm she literally sitting next to the nigga. You feel me? Right? So,
right,
but he tried to, well, nigga, let's take this outside. Well, okay then, let's take it outside. Now you see, I ain't do nothing to prompt the man to want to come outside. You know what I mean? So not to make it to seem like I'm some kind of super tough guy, something, right? Right? But let's just say that I'm sure he had to see the dentist, you know, a couple of hours after me and him talked outside. I sent the nigga to the dentist. Yeah, yeah. You see my picture, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, bro. I got big old lips. You know what I'm saying? I don't let motherfuckers touch them, fam. You feel me? Oh man, I'm gonna touch your ass up, bro. I'm gonna touch your ass up for you even, man. You know what I mean? Boom, 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 and it's over. You know what I'm saying? On the real, bro. You know what I'm saying? But had this nigga just been humble enough to be like, damn, G, yeah, he right. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Maybe I shouldn't be looking out. That shit disrespectful as hell. He over there with his girl, and I'm just staring her fucking down. You know what I'm saying? And he over there with his girl. He probably wouldn't have caught them lumps that day. You see what I mean? If the nigga listening, I mean, hey, nigga, I didn't mean to, do it, nigga, but you asked for it. You feel me? You said step outside. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But emotional maturity. You know what I'm saying? Like you said last night, Joe, the other night, our egos get in the way. You know what I'm saying? Mouth out here spitting all type of shit that your ass can't get you out of, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's all because your emotions not in check. You know what I'm saying? I tried to build on it when I was talking about, the power of propaganda and how it affect your thoughts, your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Your perceptions of the world. You can think you tough as a motherfucker, right? Right? Run up on a lion though. That's all you got to do. Run up on a motherfucker that can really throw his hands. You know what I'm saying? I know motherfuckers will beat your ass and then shoot you, fam. You know what I'm saying? On the real, bro. Like motherfucker just need to get in their body, bro. Another thing, right? And this is applicable to YouTube for people out here that got these platforms, you know. Now, when somebody challenge you on your scholarship, right? You can't get to talking crazy and calling motherfuckers bitches and hoes and you know all out your body with it. Damn, fam, like wait a minute. The man is disagreeing. The man disagreeing with your point of view. You ain't gotta challenge his manhood. fuck wrong? Like, you see what I'm saying? I'll be like, what the fuck wrong with niggas? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Man, like, man, bro. All right. The shit that you saying, you know that's new to the community. Ain't nobody ever even heard of that shit you talking, right? You don't have no peer research that been looked at. You know what I'm saying? So how in the fuck do I supposed to respect it just because it's coming out your mouth? No, nigga, no. That's not how it go. That's not how it go. This how it go when it come to that scholarship shit, right? And for people who study and read and everything, you know, this not just my method, bro. This is how scholars do it. To the person who's the authority. That's who you go to. You go to the person who the authority, the person who got the best research on the fucking planet on that subject, right? Then you look at all of his peers, everybody that came out of his study group, his students, and you look at their work. Then you go and find the authority on dissenting views. You know, somebody that don't agree with him. And then you compare them and you use your shit. You got to have some common sense now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like the scholar's gonna say, hey, this is why these points don't make any fucking sense. And if you don't know, you call up a motherfucker that love to talk, or email a motherfucker that love to talk. Look, if you email Bro.Rob, I know everybody be thinking he an idiot and all of this type of shit, right? The man been studying longer than your ass been living, fam. You see? So it'd be a good idea to hit up a scholar, somebody that knows some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then ask them, hey, I done did the research and everything. You know, get your ego out the way, because you can't learn shit with your ego in the way. You know, get your swag in order, you know, right? Turn that fucking ego shit down, right? And then based on the scholars' opinions, then you formulate your opinion after you'd heard from the fucking scholar. From the fucking scholar. And it can't be one. It can't just be one. You can't just go with one person's point of view. You can't do that. If you do that, eventually you're gonna sound like that fucking idiot. Because peer research means that everybody that study your subject, you put your shit out there, and then they pick away at it, and whatever stand after that is the truth. You see? So it's people that go out here and they study this shit for real. Like they go to fucking Ghana and they go to fucking where Napta Player was, and they study the caves in South Africa. You see what I mean? They study linguistics, and you know what I'm saying? They speak to griots. It's people that do this shit for real. So for a motherfucker to be on YouTube arguing some goofy ass point that has not been peer researched, and you can't produce no references, and the authorities in the subject don't agree with you, you're probably wrong, nigga.
Right.
I mean,
And the shit don't be making practical sense.
Exactly, bro.
Like
Exactly.
it don't make sense on a surface level. So why the fuck should we go any further? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's not even worthy to be a theory. You
Right.
see? It's not even worthy to be a seriously considered theory. Right? And so for people that be listening to these compelling videos, I cannot lie, right? I cannot lie. Some of the videos of misinformation and disinformation, that should be interesting than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But so is the chemical composition of rocket fuel. That shit is fucking interesting too. But it don't fucking change the price of rice, nigga. You see what I mean? Like, man,
Exactly, bro. What the fuck? That's what I be saying. Like, yo, how are you relating this wacky shit to everyday life. Like, are you serious, man?
Exactly.
And then you wonder why these little dudes be like, man, if you don't get the fuck out my face, old nigga, we gonna beat your ass. Cause you talking to them like they
Exactly.
stupid.
Exactly. Cause see, that's what it, like I be trying to explain to people, and I be trying to be as humble as I can, bro. But dude, like if we really want to help our communities, right? If we want to really be respected by men, and also be respected by women in the right way, not because you got a lot of money, not because you got a reputation in the bedroom, not because of this or that, or just because you are you. You know what I'm saying? What that that to me is swag, bro. That to me is swag. I think everybody will agree that Jay Z made the term swagger. He made it popular, right? And the man has natural swag. You know what I'm saying? He got natural swag,
Facts.
right? Where do it come from though? It come from him having self confidence. That's what he got. He got self confidence, and if you notice, right, he's successful. You see what I mean? He's successful at a lot of shit because he don't walk around with fucking self-doubt. He believe he can he believe he gonna make it.
That's
He
big.
believe he's gonna be successful.
Right.
That's the theory to swag. That you can't have swag and doubt. Those two things don't go together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he walks in that shit, bro. That's real. Yeah. He walks in it. Like even when he played in state property, like he even had a swaggy role. Like he just kept asking Dame, do I need a haircut?
Right.
Do I need a haircut? Like, like fuck all this, you know what I'm saying? The shit that just happened. Do I need a haircut? Like
Yeah.
he walks in that shit. That's very important what you just said, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cause see, this is the problem, right? Uh, uh, um, I can't speak for everybody, and I know these are sweeping generalizations that we saying and everything, right? But most people make decisions out of a fear ethic. You know that they not making
Damn.
their decision.
Ooh.
They not making a decision like, hey, you know what? This is what would be best. You know what they're doing? They're making the decision. Say, hey, I don't want that to happen. You see what I'm saying? And so, when you make decisions just based strictly on your fear ethic, guess what you're going to bring, fam? Guess what you're going to bring? That same thing that you said you trying to avoid, because that's what you give your energy to. That's what you thinking about. So that's what you going to bring. It don't matter if you trying to avoid it. That don't
Right,
matter. What matters is what you got to fucking do. You know what I'm saying? You got to do something.
right,
That's all. People make decisions out of fear. We got to stop making decisions out of fear, and we got to make them out of what is best. You know what I'm saying? What is best?
so y'all heard that, family. Write that down as a solution. Stop making decisions out of fear, because that's one way we can exercise this mentality out of us.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, something that I stated as a solution:
Mm-hmm.
make your dollars accountable. I told them, bro, to go back to our first show that we did, where you laid out a easy to do template that
Yes.
includes everything that we do:
Mm-hmm.
bills, entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
habits, everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's another solution, family. We have to start making all of our dollars and our time accounted for.
Yes.
Stop being frivolous with our time and with our dollars. But that starts with being frivolous with our thoughts. We gotta cut a lot of shit that we watch, a lot of people we deal with, and a lot of our surroundings out too. We have to purge, we gotta get out the hood. If you can leave your old neighborhood, leave. You don't want to raise your children there. Because you see how you turned out. I'm not saying you a fuck up. I ain't saying people are fuck ups. But what I'm saying is if you know you want better for your children, start with putting them in a better environment. Because by them being in a better environment, they're gonna start thinking different automatically. And that's gonna lead to them making the right decisions. So those are some solutions tonight, family. I know a lot of people say a lot of people do shows and don't give solutions. We definitely give solutions here. Definitely. So I just want to say that, bro.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And man, I mean, I be trying my best to be solution based, but another glaring problem that I see, and it's just because we have our ego a lot. We're not really clear about what we want. You see, that's a problem in itself. But then again, it's the solution at the same time. We're not clear about what we want. I'm gonna give you an example, right? So, say for instance, somebody come to you tonight and say, "Hey, I got the winning Powerball numbers." What's the first thing you're gonna do, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, yeah. I'm gonna pay all my bills. I'm gonna buy my house. I'm gonna take care of my family. I'm gonna set up my kids, my kids. I'm gonna start a bit. But you gonna start a business, huh? What type of business would it be? You see, we're not clear about what we want. If you was to take all of the money that you got and throw it at one thing in the community, right? What would that be? We got to be clear about what we want. Now, me, right? And this is just my argument. It might be because I work in education, right? But in my mind, I'm betting that if we were to throw our resources behind our education of our children, these next generations to come, right? Oh, I think shit would change in the next 10 to 15 years, my dude. Like if we really educate our kids to see life through their African eyes, right? And make decisions based on lifting up the communities that they from. Use their intellectual capital to enrich themselves, right? Shit would change in the next 10 to 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And then if you look at it from a real estate point of view, right? Most people are going to buy homes where the schools are good. You know what I'm saying? Because most of home buyers are people, they young, families just married, you know what I'm saying, buying their first home. You see what I'm saying? And that's gonna be one of the factors that go into them making that decision. You see? And so that'll be another way for us to enrich our community. It's gonna be less foreclosure around the schools that are performing well. You can go to Google and look that shit up right now, but that is the solution. The money, where it count at, put it into the education of our own kids, Joe. You know what I'm saying? We're not being prejudiced by investing in our kids. We not. You know what I'm saying? But because some people feel uncomfortable slowly and only investing in black kids. But I mean black investing in black issues and black economics, but it's not prejudice. You know what I'm saying? It's not even ideological if you invest in children. You know what I'm saying? Because of course that's our purpose. We supposed to make things better for the generation that's gonna come behind us. That's our purpose. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's my purpose. You know what I'm saying? I say all the time, I got skin in the game. I got two boys. So you know, that's what I be thinking about. But we have to invest and we got to be clear about what we want, you know. And I would say the one thing that we should definitely invest in is the education of our kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that they can have some swag when they get grown. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, definitely. That's the biggest thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, because without that knowledge, you know, that's the biggest part I feel is part of our armor is what we know. And
Mm-hmm.
if that's not established in our children, you know, they're gonna be lost. Because that's why the youth is lost now,
Mm-hmm.
due to the lack of knowledge. They
Mm-hmm.
lost. They don't know, you know, why they joined the gang that they joined. A lot of them are front, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand the history of what they are, who they are. They don't understand any of that. So that the education is definitely the biggest part, man, because that's why our communities is really, really in shambles. And like you said, in the poor communities where there's a lot of foreclosures are bad schools.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, bro. Cause me
Mm-hmm.
and my family, we just moved to a new county and we do pay more money
Mm-hmm.
and the schools are definitely better. Like like to the point where the schools are much more laxed here. Like this year, my son don't even gotta wear uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the last county we was in, they didn't have textbooks like that. He had to wear uniform. You know, it was just um, a lot of things lacking in the school districts. Period. Even for my younger son too. Things was just lacking. So what you saying is definitely true, and that's why we definitely have to get on the ball, man. We have to become, you know, tigers for this shit. We have to become really ambitious to really get out there, and this need to be our mission.
Yes, sir.
The people that's serious about it, it needs to be our mission. But we have to understand too that everybody has to play a part. So, ladies, while the brothers is out in the streets and fighting tooth and nail, we gonna need y'all to play y'all parts too. So some of y'all, we gonna need some of y'all to handle the paperwork, keep things organized, because it's hard for niggas to keep shit organized, especially when we got a lot on our mind.
Mm-hmm.
So we gonna need y'all sisters not just to be caretakers no more. We gonna need y'all to keep certain things in order. You know, and work with us, ladies. Stop finding it to be an issue, because I notice, with a lot of our sisters, they find it an issue to assist a black man when he want to do something that's bigger than himself.
Oh
You
yes.
know, it's hard for black men to find women who's going to support them in that way. Baby, this is not just about us. This is not just about our family. This is not just about us paying our goddamn bills. You know, it's hard for our women to accept a man like that. And I understand why too. So don't think I'm just, downplaying y'all sisters, because I'm not. I understand that it's hard to accept that, because for years you probably thought you had that and you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand it's hard to have that communication and to have that trust. But when you get with a guy like that and he's telling you what he's into, and he's telling you his intentions, and you see his actions is matching, believe him and stand behind him. And don't be so quick to give up. Because where you think Martin Luther King would have been Martin without Coretta?
Oh man.
You think Malcolm would have been Malcolm without his wife? We got to think about that, ladies. So we need y'all to be on that type time. We don't need y'all out in the street. We don't need you marching and boots on the ground. We don't need that from y'all. We need y'all 10 toes down and loyal to us. And that's how you stay loyal to the movement, ladies. You know, so I just wanted to add that too, bro. So you got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, just to add on to the point, brother. You know, the best swagger therapist is a woman. You see, when you could tell when a dude is with the right chick, man. That man hair gonna be cut. He gonna be on time for work. Man, the man might have a bag lunch. He gonna be always talking about something progressive. You know, this is the thing that a good woman for, because sometimes you might be with a person, but they might not be the right person for you because they don't bring out the best in you. You know what I'm saying? And so I would just, especially for brothers that's out there still looking, you know what I'm saying, man, look for the one that bring out the best in you, fam. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because without that, bro, you ain't never gonna be your best self. You know what I'm saying? You can look at our physiology and you can tell, right, that we balance each other out. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a receiver naturally. You're a giver naturally. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all supposed to balance each other out. You see what I'm saying? And you can't be, what I'm saying, your best self without that right woman. If you really, really think about it, bro. If you really think about it, right? The night, the night before Martin Luther King, well, I don't know if it was the night before, I shouldn't say. Um, but before Martin Luther King accepted that Nobel Peace Prize, right? You know what I'm saying? J. Edgar Hoover had sent those tapes to Coretta, you know, of Martin and his infidelity, right? Now, I'm not tearing Martin Luther King down at all. Again, we have to be emotionally mature, you know what I'm saying? But the hero in the story, right? Everybody give it to Martin Luther King, you see? But J. Edgar Hoover, he sent those tapes of Martin cheating on him and everything. And man, what did she do, fam? With all dignity, all honor, fam, standing right there with that man, bro. Standing right there with that man. She the hero in the story, bro. She the one that answered the phone all them times they was calling saying I'ma kill you and I'ma kill your kids and man, bro. You know what I'm saying? The lady stood in the gap, bro. You see? So man, number one, be with somebody that bring out the best in you. And then number two, understand most of the great leaders, most of the great leaders, you know what I'm saying? Amy Garvey, you know what I'm saying? Most of our great leaders had somebody behind them that propped them up so tall, fam, made them dudes feel like they could walk on clouds. You feel me? When you got somebody in your corner like that, woo, man, Joe, feel like you would never lose. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Make you feel make you feel like make you feel invincible, damn near. Like even when you may feel like things is stacked against you, just to hear your woman tell you, like Method Man in that song.
Yes, sir.
You rub me on my
All
back and
I
tell me,
do.
baby, it'll be okay.
Right,
And that's real to a nigga like me. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
That make
right.
you wanna that make a man wanna go out and try to give his woman the world, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because that's that balance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I think that's what a lot of women don't understand. That when you show that type of affection to certain men and they internalize it correctly, they'll give you the world because then they believe you deserve it.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I mean, I just think that that's important. The next thing though to add on to that same point is right is that that's why self-development is so key. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes in relationships, one person is more mature than the other, you see.
Mm.
And so now here it is, you asking somebody to give you something that they haven't developed yet, you see. And so that's another reason why so many of our relationships fail in the black community. You know what I'm saying? While she's sitting here and she thinking about, come on, let's start a family. You know what I'm saying? Dude, both feet in the street. You know what I'm saying? And he's still, selling bags. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, it's just, things just be out of whack, you know. And so we just got to learn how to get things in line and just try to develop a balance and look to get better. You know what I'm saying? Look to be better. You know, I mean, it ain't. I know that's so cliche-ish and shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all in the looks. It ain't all in the looks. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't see why you can't have them both. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just can't see it. I mean, why you can't be pretty and down to earth? You know what I'm saying? Why? You know what I mean? So like, man, if she stuck up, man, maybe you can convince her to, to come down to earth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know people gonna be who they are, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes. I don't know. I just want to throw that out there. It just ran across my mind thinking.
No doubt.
Mm.
No doubt. No doubt, bro. So you know, thanks for coming through, bro. It don't matter if you jumped on late or whatever, man. Better late than never. I'm glad you was able to come through, because we supposed to do this yesterday. So, I'm glad you was able to come through and make this show a success. You know, you could hear I know you probably listened to the playback so you could hear what you missed, but shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I definitely think this show was worthy of having because, my whole motto is healing before we build. And a lot of our people, we don't believe in therapy. We think
Mm.
money is our motherfucking therapy.
Right.
We think money can heal all wounds, man. And we need real therapy, you know. So swagger therapy is very important, and I think our swagger comes from everything that is about us. It's a mixture of everything. So getting our swagger together is, like me and the brother touched on, self-development, getting our minds together, and once our minds is together, then we'll start making our dollars accounted for. So we can stop being wasteful spenders, frivolous thinkers, you know? And then we could stop being bums as a damn community, man. So we could stop being the lowest of the low, the bottom of the barrel. Let's come up out of that. Let's purge ourselves of this. That's all the exorcism is a purging, a detox, you know. Let's get that shit up out of us, people. We claim we love our people. We claim we want to build with our people, but we need some serious, serious therapy. We need some healing, y'all. So shout out to everybody for coming through, you know. Shout out to my brother Rob as always.
It's all love, bro.
And Shout out to the people who always support DS1 and Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I will be back soon with another show. And got any last words, bro? Well,
Nah, my bad. I ain't realize I was muted. I was sitting there talking, but nah, I appreciate you allowing me to be on. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for me being late, but I'm glad that we touched on the topic. Maybe we'll touch on it again, but I'm gonna definitely listen to the playback tomorrow, Joe.
no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Shout out to the Shy, of course. You know, everybody in the Shy, everybody in the Midwest. Shout out to my brothers out in Ohio. You know, and this is DS1 Ross. I'm your host, of course. Shout out to the Alliance, of course. Shout out to all my smart money achievers. You know what y'all are. And till next time, people, y'all be safe. Y'all enjoy your day tomorrow. Hopefully, it's a prosperous one. And I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Sheep stay sleep. Wise ones awoke. Peace.
Peace.